Hello, Konstantin there. And today I want to talk about HTML resources where you can learn HTML much more wider and in much more details that I will teach you in this course. And you can always have a reference if you will use some elements which you were not using before. If you will search in the Google something like learn HTML, you will get hundreds of results, and they are not equally available, and you actually don't need hundreds of resources. You don't need even 10 resources. There are a couple of web pages which are the only thing you need to learn HTML and to have the full reference of it. Let me show you. If we will search in Google for W3, Google will point us to W3 Schools. This is the main resource to start learning like almost every popular web technology, such as HTML, CSS, JavaScript, TypeScript, and so on. And this is the main resource of W3 Consortium. This is an organization which is working on web standards for HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and this organization is deciding what standard should be like for every browser, just for them to be consistent and for all those features to be working throughout all those browsers. So W3 Schools is the official learning resource of this organization. So this is W3 Schools website. I personally started my journey with web development and HTML with this website. It's grown up significantly since then, and here is the massive list of tutorials, and here we have Learn HTML at the very top, and here you have all the information. And one of the best thing about this website is that it is like the most valuable information without any clutches, without water, without, just the essential you need to know to use some element or attribute. Here is the tutorial, and you also have here at the end you have the reference. So the reference is like the full list. For example, the full list of tags in the alphabet order, and the full list of attributes as well. Where it is? Alright, here we have attributes, also in alphabetical order. So this is like the best reference. The second resource I would like to mention is the MDN. MDN is the resource for developer, supported by Mozilla. This is the creator of Firefox browser, and this is also very valuable resource. And you can have here HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Let's see what they are having in HTML section. And if you like to learn more about technologies, about HTML, after W3 Schools, you should definitely check the MDN resource, because they are giving much more in-depth information. This resource is not telling how to do, but it also explains why you should do so. And here we have like the structured tutorial for HTML. Really great thing. I really encourage you to check this out. I will leave the link in the description. And one more resource I would like to mention. It is not resource with tutorials or reference, but it's really useful for any web developer. It is called Can I Use? Can I Use? CanIUse.com. And the whole point of this website is that you can search for any feature in HTML, CSS and JavaScript, and to learn if it is supported by the browser. For example, let's check if the drag and drop feature of CSS is supported. So we are searching for drag and drop. And as we see, some of browsers is not supporting it. Those one in green supports this feature, and in red doesn't support it. So as we see, Opera Mini and Firefox for Android doesn't support this feature. And you can do so with like any feature of HTML and CSS. I don't know, for example, HTML video, like the native video tag. And as you see, almost all browsers supporting it except Opera Mini. You should be aware of that when you are developing your website, just to consider if you want to have some of browsers covered with this feature, or you can just leave it as is. So that's it for resources. Thank you for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and happy learning!